Tell me about Kirby Jenner, because I mean, it sounds like a fantastic plot and major characters involved, a lot of heavy hitter producers like yourself. It seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it's on Quibi right now. Kirby Jenner came to our attention on Instagram, and Kirby Jenner, for those that don't know that might be listening, is the lesser known Jenner, Kendall's fraternal twin, and he is just amazing. He is the star of his own show, and along with Kendall and Chris and the whole Kardashian clan and me and a lot of friends, you could see the life of her fraternal twin, which has not been exposed. It's the only part of the Jenner Kardashian clan that had little exposure, except on Instagram, that he's now in all his glory on Quibi.
Now, I have a lot of questions about for both the show and like what filming a show for Quibi is like. Like, how does that happen? Because just with the upright view and stuff, it must be a completely different filming experience.
Because of why? Why would it be different?
How it's watched, like upright on the phone.
Oh, I didn't feel like it was any different. You can watch it upright on the phone. You could turn it. You know, Quibi has it whatever way. We just shot it like a regular show. What's amazing about it, without giving too much away, is, and go check them out on Instagram and you'll see what it is. You know, we're able to Photoshop him into scenes that were already pre-shot on the Kardashians, and you could see like a little behind the scenes, so we add to it. But we shot it regularly. We shot it in, you know, so that it could play on television, it could play in a theater, and it could play on Quibi. But now Quibi is the only place to see it.
Those are photoshopped, those scenes like where he's talking to Kim and she says he's like the best kept secret?
I think, you know, it's hard for me to remember which one she was actually there, but most of them, everything that you see on Instagram, they are not there.
Wow.
You know, so they're absolutely brilliant at being able to insert themselves in storylines that already existed and then just twist them into a sick, funny, you know, comedic way. But that's what they've been able to do. But, you know, as it turned out, we became fans of his, my company and me. And we wanted to do a show. And I reached out to the Kardashians because my kids actually grew up with them. And not Kendall, with Chloe and Courtney. But so I reached out to Chris, and it turns out they were big fans. And Kendall loved it. So we said to Kendall, do you want to come with me and let's sell this show? And Kendall and me and McG, who's also the other producer on it, just went into these rooms. We went to Quibi. Quibi was about to launch they just started buying things. And we loved that format. These are 7-minute little nuggets. And so they've loved it so much that even though it just premiered a couple of weeks ago on Quibi, they just ordered another season. So
no kidding.
Excited about that.
Nice. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Had you done anything professionally with the Jenners or Kardashians? Sounds like you kind of knew them in regular life, but was this your first time working with them?
No, I've worked with them before. I had a show on TBS called Deal With It, where people wore an earpiece and they, one unknown person was at a restaurant or on a date. Yep. And Kylie and Kendall were on that with us. You know, Chris has been very accommodating. I've known them for years and years. They're actually, they were neighbors before they were even on TV. Bruce was the guy that was on TV.